Brian. I'm excited to share a little bit about Zubia, which is a live streaming interactive video platform dedicated to health and wellness. About 2 years ago, my daughter Tallulah, who's now 4, was diagnosed with a rare disease called Marfan syndrome. So it's pretty rare. But at the time, my wife and I were thrown for a pretty big loop. We didn't know where to turn. You know, we have our doctors, but again, it wasn't that common. So we wanted to hear from people that were professionals. We wanted to hear from parents. We wanted to hear from other patients that went through it, all sorts of stuff. And we found 2 major problems. The first one was sometimes there wasn't enough information, and then sometimes there was too much, and I wasn't sure what was current and what was relevant. Now, luckily, we were pretty well connected in New York City, living in a city like that, and got lucky and started finding information that really helped us. But we couldn't help but wonder, what about everyone else? And is that fair that I got the information I needed, but it was pure luck? So Zubia's moonshot is to level the playing field. We want everyone to have the same health and wellness information, regardless of whatever curveballs life has thrown them. And we use live streaming or recorded video to do it, since it's the fastest growing medium of how people are finding out information. The team is comprised of myself, my partner, and a few others. Both have successful entrepreneurial business backgrounds, but more importantly, we're both inspired by our young daughters that have life-altering conditions, and that's kind of what drives us. So for Zubia, it's about perspectives. You'll see a campaign on breast cancer in young adults. Well, the perspectives that are shared in a video format can be from a nutritionist or a doctor or another patient or a caregiver, a clinical trial expert. It's really, we're trying to encapsulate the entire condition, so give everyone a full view of what they're going through. Our approach is unique. So it is that perspective that separates us, and it's also the fact that we're 100% dedicated to health and wellness. And which is why it's working. We have about 200 live interactive talk shows today. We're capturing unique data, which is interesting that you capture this kind of data on a video format more so than you will in written. And we're being retained by companies that want to get in front of populations like clinical patient engagement firms. A couple of large television channels are looking to complement their product with some live streaming interactive video. So we have to act now. So I'm watching all these transformers on here, and it's really exciting, and everyone has so much to share, and I'm just not convinced everyone knows all of what's going on. So really, that's our mantra, is to make sure everyone can learn what we're all learning in this room, so everyone knows where to go. So I'll end it with, with Tallulah, my daughter. I always think of her a little bit like a vintage Jaguar, the car. And I think we all have one, where she's beautiful and she runs great, but she's going to need a ton of maintenance. And I just want to make sure we all have that person in our lives, and whether it's a rare disease or a more common challenge, that they have their caregivers, all of us, that are equipped with the same level of information that we are. So thank you very much.